There was actually a literal dumpster fire outside of my apartment yesterday. So at 11 p.m., it was me and my friends racing with Home Depot buckets of water to have our house not catch on fire.
A literal dumpster fire.
A literal dumpster fire. So
because we deal in the metaphorical so much.
Constantly. We live in it. So you know what? Might as well just be right on the nose.
Oh, we've got good lighting here.
Perfect. It's the Mazda.
It's clearly the Mazda CX-9. Here we are. We're recording Car Con Carne, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston on Milwaukee Avenue. That right there, that's Kyle from Soothsayer Hot Sauce. We're on Milwaukee in front of Dante's Pizza. And like I said, Car Con Carne is presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. As we're recording this show, it's on Facebook Live. The Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, 1015 Chicago Avenue. This car we're in right now, the Mazda CX-9, is courtesy of the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. It fits 7. I mean, I feel like we can fit more than that. It's got 3 rows.
I mean, if we're running on punk space, I think we got a solid 9 in here.
Yeah, I mean, you've got lots of band friends. I mean,
oh yeah,
we could stack them up. We could go Lego style with a punk band here. It's great for families too. Punk bands, just large groups of people. They'd work out fine here. The connectivity here, the mobile connectivity, is the ultimate. One thing I read on the Mazda site is that this is stylish sanctuary.
I can see it.
Yeah, it's kind of a sanctuary.
It's very comfortable, very relaxed.
It's super comfortable. I feel super safe driving this car. One thing I'm not used to, I haven't driven a new model car in so long, Kyle. I've got those little warning things that pop up.
Oh, on the lights?
Yes.
On the mirrors? It's crazy.
So if someone's in my blind spot, I know not to do it. And then there's a projected signal in front of me, so I know if someone is in my blind spot. This car is magic.
I think I see the lane adjustment.
Yes.
Over there. Yeah. Technology is crazy.
Technology is crazy.
It's impressive.
Specifically, the Mazda CX-9 technology is impressive. All right, you ready to eat pizza and consume your hot sauce?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
It's Car Con Carne. Let's eat in the car. It's Car Con Carne. And now here's the star of our show, James Van Alstyne.
Okay, so we're at Dante's. Now this is, for those of you who are astutely keeping track, oh dear Lord. Now I mentioned this is a loaner car, so we're going to be super careful today. This is the 3rd time visiting Dante's Pizza on Milwaukee. First time was with Herb from Liars Club.
Did you do that one with Dennis?
Dennis Buckley of 88 Fingers Louie and Gerald Wilson from the Bull Weevils were my guests the last time we were here.
Nice double dip.
Thank you. It was like a punk rock super summit.
Yeah.
Happening in my car. And today, the thrice time visit is with you, and I don't even know where to begin with this. They have a slice of the day. It's like an Italian beef. It's roast beef with giardiniera.
Yep.
And mushrooms. It smells good. But what I want to do, I don't want to just eat this as is. You brought your 3 core hot sauces into the car. Let's show those off. This is Soothsayer Hot Sauce.
Product placement. I learned
me to hold one?
I learned this from Wayne's World. Yes, please. Actually see all the labels.
This is Perdition.
That's our flagship. That's orange habanero with bell pepper and carrot. Our best seller, really the one that got us started.
Really? See, I would have thought, which is the red one?
Harbinger. Harbinger is probably one of our more unique ones. It is the unofficial, official hot sauce of pizza.
So we're going to go for this one first?
I think we should go with that one, yeah.
See, I would think that people would gravitate toward a red hot sauce before the other colors.
I think because the orange habanero, we use bell pepper and carrot with that one, so it's very vibrant. It has a very neonish tint to it, and not like the stuff you see in the grocery stores where it's neon because they added green dye 67 or whatever. It's just orange, the most orange produce we could find.
Look at this. Brian Flanders already said, "Oh, that looks fantastic."
Brian,
he's talking about the pizza.
Thank you.
Wait until we add the hot sauce to it.
Yeah.
All right.
And us, we're very handsome.
Number 3, I saw this one coming. It's Omen.
Omen.
I saw it coming.
The premonition. This is our it's really funny because this is our mild, this is our good Midwestern hot sauce, just a nice jalapeno garlic, but everyone gets scared away by the name Omen.
Really?
Yeah.
I think Perdition is scarier.
You would think so. I mean, I saw the road to Perdition. There's some scary stuff happening there.
So this is a Midwestern hot sauce. When you open it, it just says "Da Bears." So let's. We're going to go with Perdition first, right? Or no, this
Harbinger.
is the pizza. Okay.
Yep.
I'm scared to open this in the car. I swear to God, if you're watching the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston, I'm being super careful.
They are packaged very well. Everything is sealed tight. We also, unlike other hot sauces, we don't strain anything we do. It was originally an idea born out of laziness, as many
All
many
the good ones
are.
are.
And so
You have
because of
napkins?
that,
Oh, no.
that I do.
Hold that thought. Idea born of laziness.
Because of that laziness, our sauces are much thicker than things you'll find elsewhere. So when you put it on your food, it actually stays on it.
I would ask you to smell this like you've never smelled it before, but this is a rich scent. It's roasted and
So it's hand roasted red peppers. We roast all of them ourselves, for better or worse. And then manzano peppers, which is
I don't even know what those are.
It is a South American pepper. It kind of looks like a crab apple, and I'm guessing that's where it got some of the name manzano. It is a very thick, fleshy pepper. You'll find them in mercados all over the city, Tony's, Rico Fresh, Cermak Produce. And they're very, very thick-walled, one of the only peppers with naturally occurring black seeds. So it gives it that kind of speckled Dalmatian look for the hashtag aesthetic.
All right, how much of this should I put on? Because, typical, the cheap hot sauce you get at a grocery store, you put in a couple drops, and it's made to burn your mouth,
Yeah.
and you're an idiot if you put too much on.
Well, we
This is more
avoided
for
all
flavor,
of that.
right?
Yes, exactly. Everything we do is more flavor-focused than just being belligerently hot.
Belligerent, that's a great way to say it. All right, so I'm going to put a decent amount on here. Should I be shaking? Oh, no, it is a thicker sauce.
I
Oh,
think
this
that's
is gorgeous.
perfect. Yeah.
This is gorgeous.
Grab that from you.
All right, I'm excited about this. And it's just, the smell is extraordinary. Actually, it's going to take me a while to get to it. I have a lot of pizza before I get to what I just poured. So we'll start with the Dante's pizza. Dante's is a can't miss. And you can buy Soothsayer hot sauce from this place, right?
All locations. The one here, the one on Armitage in actual Logan Square, and then the new Ravenswood spot that's now a full-time.
Which was a really terrible restaurant before it, and I'm so glad Dante's is there now.
Which, what was before it?
It was like the last pit stop or something. It was a really, really shitty barbecue place.
That sounds about right.
Where I did a previous episode of Car Con Carne. Okay. That is really good.
Thank you very much.
It actually works with this pizza. A little bit of heat there.
Nice little bit. I would probably put this like 5 out of 10, which is out of everything we've released. I think we're up to 27 releases to date. Almost everything we do sits at like 5 to 6 out of 10.
So approachable for anyone.
Yeah.
You're not trying to punish people.
No, I mean,
your
unless-
sauces aren't like tear your asshole out hot sauce.
yeah,
or-
like asses in Antarctica, asses on the moon, asses on fire, asses in hell, asses everywhere.
That never appealed to me. I want to enjoy my food. With that said, I like a little heat. I like when my forehead starts to sweat a little bit.
Exactly. Little dampness on the temples.
Uh-huh. All right, I need to work my way through this hot sauce before we move on to number 2.
Absolutely.
This is delicious.
Thank you.
This is really good. All right, let's start at the beginning. Of all the industries to get into, I think you chose an unlikely one.
I never thought that I could say I own a hot sauce company. But yeah, I was during college and then out of college, I worked as a production manager and merchandise for the classic rock band Chicago.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, okay.
And so
Make me smile, Cal.
it's just another Saturday in the park.
Uh-huh.
It's actually nice. Now I can actually listen to the songs without just like cringing.
Children play in the park.
I did get to see them play that on a Saturday in the park, and it was the 4th of July. So I really think I got the
check
best experience. you
Every
can have with
possible
that band.
Chicago box, yeah.
So doing that, I was just touring, doing all over the country, like decent bit internationally, and by the time I finished that, I had 100+ bottles of hot sauce, which are a very difficult thing to have in an apartment in Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
When you have 3 roommates.
Yeah, you got to make sacrifices.
Yeah. So one of my sacrifices was I need to get rid of this, and just rolled through all of them. Just tasted what I like. If I didn't like it, just no guilt, just tossed it. And
this brings up a point. I've got a lot of crap sitting on the door of my fridge right now. Mm-hmm. A lot of crap.
I just did a clearing myself. We got a new refrigerator in our apartment, and we had both doors, single door, both rails on the door completely full of hot sauce. I think that's probably why the seal broke on the old fridge. So figured I'd be a little proactive and do some work on that.
Uh-huh. So, all right. Chicago, you decided to make your own.
Mm-hmm. Just started playing around as a hobby.
How did you know what to do? Like
There's the answer that I give to the moms in Wicker Park when we do markets, and there's the honest answer, which was one day I just got pretty high and Googled how to make hot sauce and thought, you know what, I can play around with this.
That's the honest answer. Yeah. That's what I'm looking for there, Kyle.
Yep. Just a little bit of THC-induced creativity. Not to be too cliched about it, but
marijuana is a captain of industry.
It is.
All right, so as we prepare to dive deeper into Soothsayer, what am I trying next? Should I try?
I would say Omen. Do the light one while we still before we get too much into the Jardiniere.
Oh, that's Perdition.
So that'd be the green one right there.
I got to open this up. Why the names? Just do you like the dark and evil sounding stuff?
Yeah, I've been a fan of horror movies for as long as I can remember. And when coming up, sorry for the burp on Mike.
You're not the first. You won't be the last.
And when I was kind of thinking about like names and themes and everything, I'd actually just been down to the Fest in Gainesville for the first time. Mm-hmm. This was Fest 13, and the logo for that year was a mystic. Mm-hmm. And it just really kind of resonated with me. And then when...
There it is.
There we go.
Uh-huh.
I've done this a couple times.
Uh-huh.
And then when I went to think of names for the company, I just wanted to do something like... I had really an idea of the crystal ball, and that's kind of what you'll see in our labels. Like every different version, every different type of hot sauce has a crystal ball with art from a different artist, either locally or nationally.
I love that.
So
is that dude watching us, or is he just on the phone? What's he doing?
Just smoke a cigarette, hanging out.
All right, sorry, go ahead.
And so when it kind of everything just started to click, and then, I mean, there's a lot of fun stuff you can do with more marijuana and thesaurus.com. So just started playing around. I mean, things like Omen and Perdition were kind of at the top of my mind, and then digging through. And it's funny looking back on my original notebooks for the project. And I mean, they got darker and spookier. Mm-hmm. And I'm glad I stayed away from that, because I was an inch away from like asses in hell. I'm glad I backed down from that.
This right here, Omen. I think this is mine. That's
your go-to?
Oh man!
Oh yeah.
Tell me again what's in this.
That one is jalapeno, garlic, onion. Very simple. A couple ingredients. I actually see Santi from Burst in the Bloom turned on. The first time I met those guys, they were playing a show at Quenchers, opening up for my buddy Devin Kay, and they bought a bottle. And before Devin even played, they killed the entire bottle eating food at
so
Quenchers.
Good. I should say Santi will be in this car, or a car, in a couple weeks. I have the Burst in Bloom joining me for a Haunted House episode in a couple weeks.
That's awesome. Yeah, that's great.
Love those guys.
All the songs from the new album I've heard are awesome. They're all sweethearts. If you haven't heard them, please check out Burst in Bloom.
That leads to another question I had. Your hot sauces, your company, very enmeshed in music. Mm-hmm. There's a punk rock-ness to your hot sauce, which doesn't seem like a thing, but it is. Almost like a craft beer type.
Yeah.
Appeal to what you're doing.
Yeah, I mean,
they can't be an accident. I'm sure there was some.
Oh, it was one of the many Bob Ross happy accidents that has been this company. So when we first started doing stuff, I've been talking to Nick Woods with Direct Hit up in Milwaukee, and the first hot sauce we ever sold was at his fest, Dummer Fest, up there at what was formerly the Metal Grill. And I approached them. Their first album is called Dome Splitter. I was like, that's the best hot sauce name ever. So
best hot sauce name.
When we kind of officially announced the company, we did a Riot Fest after show, with Direct Hit and released the hot sauce there. And then, I mean, that's been a running series. We did our 4th year of it this past year at Chop Shop. And just after that, people are like, oh my God, you make punk rock hot sauce? I'm like, I guess I make punk rock hot sauce.
Yes, I do, sure.
I mean, it's the two things I love the most. And so to be able to marry those and to contribute to something in the punk scene without having to torture anyone with my musicianship, it's been cool. It's been really fun.
I love that. All right, I'm ready for number 3.
All right, that would be Perdition.
This is the one with the carrots?
Yep.
Okay, this is... Wow.
I see Brian Flanders asking, were there any unfortunate victims during playing around with hot sauce?
That's a fair question. I mean, how long does it take for this to ferment and for you to know?
So we don't ferment anything. Another based out of laziness and also saving us money in our kitchen out in LaGrange, so we don't have to pay for storage of fermentation tanks. Everything is fresh produce into a pot with spices, vinegars, liquors, depending on what the batch is. Probably the victims were my parents. On the first time I ever tested out the Dome Splitter hot sauce, I did it at their house out in the western suburbs.
Perdition's hotter.
Perdition's a little bit hotter.
Perdition's hotter.
I mean, we've also been eating hot sauce and jardiniere for the past 15 minutes, so
Perdition's hotter.
It'll build.
Okay.
But
keep talking.
So
you got me on that one.
I did the Dome Splitter test, and they're just comfortable empty nesters, and air conditioning on, all that good stuff. And they're just like, we need to open the windows. We need to open all the windows. This is too much. How do you do it? They were worried that I'm going to burn my nostrils out. I'm going to get some kind of health effects. I might, but of all the things I do to myself, breathing in hot peppers probably is one of the lesser concerns.
My tongue is on fire right now. The thing is, I'm assuming it's your hot sauce. It could be the jardinera. My nose is running, which is great because we're filming. It's a great time for my nose to run.
What's up, Tyler?
Tyler, don't be a wimp, James.
We're going to have our stuff at Epic Deli coming up at the end of this month.
I love Epic Deli.
Fantastic. I'm
recording a show. I'm in tears as I'm talking here. I'm recording a show at Epic Deli end of the month. Katie Gibson, oh God, don't rub your eyes. I'm trying to with the part I didn't get oily.
You got to do like just the corner of your wrist is really the move.
I'm crying. What was my point? Epic Deli. I'm recording something with Sidekick Kato there at the end of the month.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, they have the show coming up there. I missed the Broke Downs Canadian Rifle show, which I will.
The Broke Downs is it's like Brigadoon. Like you get one shot to see them.
Yeah, you never see the Broke Downs play anywhere.
And they go away for 100 years. All right, so you have your 3 core hot sauces. You also do limited edition things. I'd be remiss if I didn't bring up the Malort hot sauce. What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh shit! That's how long is this episode going to be? No, I mean I absolutely love Malort. It's something I've been a fan.
Do you love it as like a community building experiment, or do you love the taste of it?
I kind of go back to the unreleased Malort ads, and it's like it's easier than telling people you hate yourself.
That whole list was amazing.
That whole list was so good. But my buddy Sam is their brand manager, and he got hired on to do that because he was selling bootleg Malort shirts out of the bar he was working at.
Amazing.
And they said, well, you're doing so much for us. Well, we can either give you a job or give you a cease and desist. And so he told me that story. He's like, well, I'm going to make a Malort hot sauce. Like, oh, well, just make sure you let me know ahead of time so I can clear it. And as it happened, I did not mention anything. And it got announced, via DNA Info, rest in peace. And then ABC Chicago, NBC Chicago. I was getting called for interviews. The Loop was talking about it. And then I was sitting in bed.
I believe, I may be wrong, Kyle. I think I'm the one who put that on the Loop's website on WLUP.com.
That's awesome. That's so cool. Thank you very much.
I want to say I even reached out to you asking for permission to use a picture from your Instagram.
Holy shit, you did.
That was me.
Yeah. That's incredible. That was one of the things, I told my parents, you know how I made it? I'm on the Loop's website.
That's what I told my parents. Mom and Dad, I'm on the loop. This is amazing. Ozzy Osbourne.
That was so good. And so it blew up, and then that evening I got a call from Malort's legal team saying, we'd really like to talk to you. And went to meet with them, and the
Calls from lawyers are the best.
Especially when their last name is Daly. So no, their whole team is amazing. And we went in and met everybody, tried the sauce, and it was just like, well, we wanted to see if it was good, and we wanted to just kind of scope you out to see like what your interests and intents were. I'm a huge fan.
So you want to make sure it didn't suck.
Yeah. That it didn't suck and I didn't suck. Which, you know what, fair. That's a good test. And so that day it was just like, well, this is cool. We think you're all right. We had a cease and desist, but instead, here's a contract.
Amazing.
So now we're the only Malort hot sauce.
But it's not in production anymore. It was.
Yes, it is.
I thought it was totally sold out and done.
The original version of it that we did with the local band Space Blood, that sold out in 40 minutes. When we walked into Salt that night, we had 15 people in the bar waiting to buy it, which
oh my
was
God.
Wild. Especially like some of them were definitely like North Face Ugg boots, and they were waiting in Kohl's for us. So they really trooped it out. And but no, we
it's a
have
little judgy.
If you're a punk rock hot sauce maker, you're gonna be a little judgy.
Absolutely.
But no, then we signed everything with Malort, and now it's back as a full deal. It makes an excellent holiday gift.
So, okay, we talked about the different flavors here. Malort to me has a very distinct, very powerful flavor. I don't think of it as something you pair with food. What would you pair it with?
So that hot sauce, I personally, the Malort one is fresh squeezed grapefruit juice, Malort, and yellow ghost pepper. And
So it has kind of a bright...
Yeah, the taste kind of goes in that order. You'll get a lot of the citrus from the grapefruit. You'll get a little bitterness of the Malort in there, and then the heat from the yellow ghost pepper washes out that infamous back taste.
Okay, so what do you put it on?
I love it as like just any... I've used it as a salad dressing, which is kind of weird. I make like a slaw for like fish tacos. I have a couple friends who swear by it on pizza. I haven't tried it myself, but I've had multiple people completely unrelated say they love it on pizza.
The slaw for fish tacos makes sense to me.
Yeah, I mean anything that you'd like have a spike of citrus to, it goes really well with that.
Yeah. Back of my head sweating. Simeon Sam Meyer, can't wait to see what's next. Any special sauces for Fest this year? You're going to Fest again?
Yep, of course. We'll be back there. I'm hoping to see Simeon and Stupid Rad. I know they're on the fence, but hopefully we can internet pressure them.
Hey, I popped into their merch tent at Riot Fest. Awesome.
Yeah, they're really cool stuff. They do great printing for small brands, different bands, and they're the coolest people. Simeon rules. Thank you again for hooking me up with some Jameson at Riot Fest. But nothing special release-wise for Fest. We had been talking a few things out, but as you know, and as some of you who follow us know, we've been at every street fest and every event we can be at, and just not too much time for that. Though we do have a number of really cool collaborations coming up with two different just stellar cornerstone Chicago companies, including the restaurant that is probably my inspiration for doing this at all. I don't know if I can say it yet.
Does he work there?
He definitely works there.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm very excited. It's going to be a orange whiskey habanero sauce. I actually did a test batch of some of it yesterday evening, so it's going to be good, and I'm very excited to be able to tell people about it.
That sounds awesome. All right, we're going to stop the Facebook Live. We're going to continue podcasting. Thank you for watching, and thank you for...
Thank you guys. Thanks for tuning in.
These hot sauces, where can you get them?
Oh, I almost caught me in the mouthful. All Dante's pizza locations, Humboldt House Sandwich Shop and Package Goods on North Avenue in Humboldt Park, Uptown and Rogers Park Provisions, and actually tomorrow night over at the Native on Milwaukee, we're going to be releasing our line there. And so when you go in to get a Chicago handshake, you can pick up some Chicago hot sauce.
Awesome. All right. Thank you for watching. Please tell a friend, carconcarne.com. The podcast will be live later tonight because that's how ambitious I am.
Oh, website for this hot sauce? Thank you, Brian. Way to be a better businessman than I. SoothsayerHotSauce.com. And if there's anything you've seen that we've released that might not be up there for sale, just send me an email because we always have some backstock laying around.
Awesome. Yeah, I always forget to do some of the business stuff as I'm...
I do too. Like, luckily we have a great audience here helping out. Well,
it's interesting. Just the handful of people who popped in to comment, they're pretty passionate. Like, they're on Team Soothsayer.
Oh yeah, it's been wild to see the people that have found us either through shows or through markets, and just come out and really support it, and it's unreal to me.
This podcast, again, presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. We are sitting in a Mazda CX-9. It is spacious. It just is really comfortable.
It's super comfortable.
I feel like we're in my living room right now.
Yeah, this is nicer than my living room.
Now, that's punk rock.
Yeah.
All right, so we talked about the fact that these aren't fermented. They're all fresh. That means once they're open, they're going in the fridge, right?
Yes. Yeah, no preservatives, no other artificial ingredients. Sealed, they last for up to a year, and then toss them in the fridge. There's a lot of people. The internet culture about hot sauce is very weird.
There's internet culture about fill in the blank is weird.
Yes, the internet is weird. Mm-hmm. But there's just a bunch of people who just, no matter what, like, even if it says in the bottle there's nothing artificial, please put it in the fridge. They just won't. They refuse to. And it's like, well, if you get food poisoning, that's your fault.
That would be on you.
Yeah.
All right. So we've got the 3 core products. You're constantly working on stuff. Do you do a lot of experimenting? Do you have time to do a lot of experimenting?
I try to. As we were talking inside Dante's, I also work at DePaul University doing events. I'm a student in their hospitality program, and then also this. So I try to squeeze it in when I can. At this point now, it's just kind of rolling with seeing who wants to work with us and who wants to put something out, and really feeding off the ideas that those people have. Like Turnspit, who was in-car session.
Yes, former guest of Car Con Carne, friends of the podcast. Love that band.
Amazing. Great band, great people. And when we'd talked for a while about doing a hot sauce, and I'd been talking to Jillian and Jason, they're like, well, we want to have lavender in it. And my first thought was, well, shit. Because it's just a very, dainty is not the right word, but it's a very fragile ingredient.
Yeah.
You can either taste a little bit of it or too much, and it's a very fine line. It's very delicate when you mix it in with things to even get the flavor out. But then we ended up with a strawberry lavender hot sauce with habanero and serrano.
That sounds like a slam dunk.
It is surprisingly great. It's been
it's those fruit flavors combined with the heat that really are exciting, I think.
Yeah, no, and it's something very different than a lot of stuff that's out there. And actually, it took second place at the 2018 International Flavor Awards in the fruit category.
Amazing. And see, I think you're doing this right. You can't go into this saying, I'm going to be Tabasco. But you're building this community. It's those. I keep going back to this marketing idea of small groups of highly interested people. Just keep those people happy. Know what they want. Know who they are. Super serve them.
And it's easy to do because there are my friends who I've had before this happened who have just been incredibly supportive and helpful in every step. And then people who I've met just exclusively through this who are amazing. And it's easy to play that kind of idea when everyone who I meet makes it so easy to do that.
Yeah, I mean, this is indie rock. Like Tabasco's Five Finger Death Punch, but you're indie.
I fucking hate Five Finger Death Punch.
Well, that's why I'm drawing the comparison.
Yeah, no, absolutely. No, I just had to put that out there into the recorded audio world.
Right.
We will never be releasing a Five Finger Death Punch hot sauce. If you're listening to this, please tweet at Five Finger Death Punch that at Soothsayer Sauce can tell them to go fuck themselves.
And there it is.
Yeah.
Dude, this was fantastic. I mean, thank you so much for sharing this tonight.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. This has been an honor.
These sauces, I need to spend more time with Perdition. I need to work through what I experienced.
Those are there for you. So please please feel free to experiment on any and all foods.
Here's my problem. I have children. I know this Omen's not making it to the weekend.
Yeah.
My son loves hot sauce, so this is gone. But I got some work to do.
There you go.
Dude, I love what you're doing. Congratulations on just the notoriety, well-deserved, that you've achieved so far.
Thank you.
I think your stuff is great. Again, the website?
www.soothsayerhotsauce.com, and we're actually currently working on that, so by the holiday time, we'll have a different look and make it a little bit easier to navigate.
Actually, all three of your core hot sauces, that'd be an awesome stocking stuffer.
Oh, we just bought gift boxes. We're getting there. We didn't have them last year, and so many people said that. And I was like, you know what? You're right. Why didn't we ever think of that?
Honestly, it's the kind of gift that I would love to see for the holiday.
Perfect. Well, I know what to get you for Christmas.
You just did. You just did. All right. The podcast is presented by the Autobarn Mazda of Evanston. Kyle, you rock.
Thank you so much.